some dragons I could easily dialogue with. Other dragons, like the irritated dragon, been showing up more recently. And I think that the dragons would say that it's hard to put in words, but I would say that some dragons, not all of them, so I would say some, I could dialogue with them and they could dialogue with me in some way that we could use their power and go through it. I noticed in the last years that I grow that and I grow it as well, the self-reflection. And I think that's the important part of the course as well, to understand yourself, understand where you are. And that's also, I think that we.
And in those 2 days, you said, oh, first of all, you didn't lose your energy, because I remember you saying something like normally a 2-day program, you would lose energy, you would lose focus, but you didn't over 2 days. You had your focus those 2 days. And you said, what did you do to keep my focus? Because I never have my focus kept. Yeah. And I think that was something that really resonated with you, because when you reached out to me for the leadership program, it was not just, I want to lead like her. It was, I think you can actually teach me this in a way that other programs can't teach. I
think understanding my dragons was the biggest thing. Because to talk to someone and understand someone when you're in the heat of the moment, you need to understand yourself first and your boundaries. And I already had situations recently that I had, hey, I need to stop here and we talk in 5 minutes so I can sync my thoughts and then
regulate.
And then we can talk about it and go for it. Otherwise, we'll be discussing and we're not going. And in the end, we just got offended, right? Because you could say something that you don't want to, I say something we don't want to, and we're just
your dragons are both burning each other, right?
Exactly. So I think it was really powerful, that part that we are talking with the dragons, understanding the dragons, and really drawing the dragons that we saw it. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember there was one draw, I might have it there, the big book, that we were drawing something about our dragons, and I still feel it.
And then people will think, I expect this all the time of you. If you can do it all the time. And no, you can't, right? So then you actually go into the right conversations and be like, no, this is actually what I bring. It involves this, but it also involves this, without being defensive, without having to defend, but just as this is a state of fact. This is what comes with me, and that's fine. I'm worthy as is.
Yeah. If you learn to use it, that is really powerful, because I notice when I really use it, I can just finish everything that I need, and then I waste it again. Then I'm tired.
Exactly.
Again.
And instead of feeling guilty about it, just know this is part of how I am.
Yeah.
And that is the sitting with the dragon and integrating. It's a kind of self-acceptance. It's a kind of self-worth. And by being able to sit with that dragon, you get the power that you get from these peaks. And believe me, this power that comes from the peaks, if you've ever worked with somebody that has that 3 to 4 times of productivity, it's not just productivity that comes. It's like massive imagination. It's massive creativity. It's like a kind of problem solving that you don't get normally from people which deliver more at pace all the time, the same. So it's a massive superpower once you learn how to embrace it.
Yeah.